Hello, I am Malarvannan. In this video, we will look into one of the Web3 AnalyticKit tool called average gas used over time. We will see how to use this tool to interpret the data that we get from the Ethereum blockchain. So one of the main purpose of this tool is to identify how well the gas was used during your customer's interaction with the smart contract that you deployed on Ethereum blockchain. Say you are running a marketing campaign starting from Jan 1st to Jan 10th. And then during that time, you can able to identify how well your users are interacting with your blockchain application that you deployed in the Ethereum blockchain. You can identify which days the gas usages went up and which days the gas usage went down. So I'll be showing the graph and also coming back to this presentation so that you can understand what I'm talking about. I'm moving to the tool. I've explained in my previous videos how to log into AnalyticKit platform, how to get into this page. If not, please go and view those videos. So it should be pretty straightforward. So once you enter this website, all you have to do is from the left-hand menu, go to the community engagement. In the community engagement, once you enter, you will see however many campaigns you started. Again, I have explained in my previous videos how to start a campaign by clicking the new campaign and then entering the contract address and token address and all the information. So once you have the campaign running, you can get the daily usage by clicking the view button and then coming to this page. And also in my previous videos, I have explained the usage of active users over time graph, total contracts calls over time, and total token transfer over time graph. So now the average gas used over time graph. This is the graph we are going to discuss. See, basically the gas usage tells how active your users are interacting with your smart contract application that you deployed on the Ethereum blockchain. So as I said earlier in my previous videos, once you enter the campaign by going into the community engagement and creating a new campaign, we need 24 hours to get the data from the Ethereum blockchain. We are working on getting the data in real time, but for now, you need to wait 24 hours to see the data and then you can view the graph. So this campaign I started sometime last year, 10/16, and then it ran 10/24, 2023. So you can see the gas usage. See, this gas usage pattern tells you how your application was utilized by your users and how much gas fee they paid overall during each day. So this graph is not particularly helpful because it is almost the same. Sometimes if you see the variation, you can identify which day your gas usage is going up and which days the gas usage is coming down. Let me change to the other campaign that I started for this presentation. So this campaign I started 2024 to 25, February 25 to March 23rd. And then I can see the graph usage. See, this one gives you a little more variation in the graph. Say, for example, if you just view the graph for the March 10th, the graph is pretty empty. And then the graph started going up during the second day of your campaign. So you can see from the 0, it went all the way to 50K. And then during that time, If you want to see how many users, how your users are interacting with your platform, you can see this from the active users over time graph. And also you can see the total contract calls that happened. You can see the correlation between these two, all these graphs. You can see as the contract calls goes up, active users participation goes up, so does the contract calls. And then the total token transfer over time on the particular day, it is going up on the March 11th, and the same way the March 11th. And then for the March 12th, the gas price, the gas usage came down. You can see, but the total users went up. So you identify what is going on your Ethereum blockchain, and then identify, collect the data, and you can help your customers when is the appropriate time to interact with your smart contract. And also you can identify how well, if you need to fine tune your Ethereum application so that it will consume less gas for your customers. All this information you can able to collect and adjust based on the average gas used over time graph. So I'm switching back to the presentation. So you continuously monitor the gas usage that helps you to fine tune your application. And also you can help your customers when to use, when to buy tokens so that they will be charged less Ethereum transaction fee. Another important point I want to discuss is that the graph usage, average gas usage, tells you when you need to create the marketing campaign so that your customers will be paying less gas. Say, for example, you are running a marketing campaign between January 1st to January 10th. Within that day, you can create multiple email marketing campaign, or you can post a link in social media website for your users to come and visit and start buying tokens or whatever you are selling on the Ethereum blockchain. Basically, whenever you can able to identify when to send the marketing campaign so that your users will come back in large numbers and they will start interacting with your Ethereum blockchain for them to buy or sell the tokens or NFTs for less gas usage. All the data points that we collect that basically helps you to save money and improve customer satisfaction. And this also helps you to pinpoint what are all the different issues that you are having within your Ethereum contract that you deployed. And then if there is anything you need to do to fine tune your Ethereum contract so that it will be less expensive for your users to interact with your contract. See, ultimately, you want to increase the contract usage based on the users community, right? If that is the case, this tool helps you to identify what are all the different times the gas price is low, and then interact with your customers so that they know when to use your blockchain application. So as I shown in various videos, there are different Web2 tools that you can use it to identify when to send a marketing campaign, and also based on the marketing campaign what exactly your users they were doing on your website or your decentralized application. So all those data points you can connect with these data points, Web3 data points, and try to identify when to run the marketing campaign so that ultimately your users users can pay less gas to interact with your smart contracts. So if you are a marketing agency, or if you are a marketing manager managing marketing campaign for your customers, this graph helps you to identify various data points, and also it tells you a lot of information about the gas usage of your application. So as I shown in the graph, right now It's a static graph. Basically it tells what are all the different dates, the gas usage, and then it shows the average gas used in the y-axis, and then the dates on the x-axis. You cannot manipulate the graph, you cannot change the graph, you cannot change the date range. We are working on those features. Eventually we will add those features into this graphic tool so that you can dynamically get the data, one thing, on real time, and also you can able to adjust the date range and then average gas used range to gain more insight about your customers, how they are using the Ethereum blockchain. So this helps you to gain a competitive edge compared to your other customers, those who are using the smart contracts that are deployed on the Ethereum blockchain. So as you know, the Ethereum blockchain is that ledger, public ledger is pretty open. Anywhere from the world, people can interact and start using their smart applications. But you can, as a user, you can able to interact with the data and get the data and identify what are all the different tokens your users are having, all the information you can able to gain, and ultimately the gas usage. That's the main purpose of this particular tool. You can use it to gain competitive edge about how well your users are using your Ethereum blockchain contract. So as I said, there are a lot of correlation that happens, the gas usage, total token transfer, and also the average number of users, as I shown in the page. See, there are various graphs, right? Right now, these graphs we are just displaying statically, and we are working on pulling the data from these all these graphs and presenting you a uniform view for you to identify the correlation between the average users visiting your using your Ethereum smart contract, and the total contract calls, how many calls happened on a particular date, and also the total token transfer over time, and then the average gas used. And there are multiple other graphs are there. We can discuss that in the later videos. So for now, so we are concentrating on the average gas used over time graph particularly. So you can able to correlate the data points using this graph visually. And as I said earlier, we are working on to have a different graphs so that you can correlate all this data using a different graph. But for now, you got to manually check, okay, for 310, March 10th, the usage total number of average users is 0. And then for March 11, it went to 45K. And then similarly, the token transfer, total contract calls went up. And the total token transfer over time also went up on March 11th. Similarly, the average gas used over time on March 11th, it went up. So you can correlate the data points from multiple different graphs. So this also helps you to future-proof your smart contract application and how well the customers, your customers are using your smart contract, what exactly the NFT tokens they own, and how they interacted with that. See, there are, as I said earlier, there are a lot of data points we can collect from blockchain. Using that, you identify what is the optimal time for your users to engage with your smart contract. With that information, you can send a mass email or social media posting, all those things based on what is the best time for them to interact with your smart contract application so that the less transaction fee will be charged for their interaction with the Ethereum blockchain. So that's all I want to describe in this particular video. If you have any questions or comments, please let us know. Please help us to grow this channel by subscribing to our channel. And again, if there is any questions or concerns, let us know, or go to our website, AnalyticKit.com. And then you can learn more about our services and product. And if you want to access our platform, dpa.analytickit.com or from our analytickit.com website. If you just click login, if you already have a user ID and password, you can enter it or you can register it and start using it right away. Thank you. Appreciate your time.